Good morning, YouTube friends. It's a little windy and blustery day here in the Midwest. We had rain all night. This is Joyce from Morris Patch of Heaven Homestead. I'm getting ready to pick bok choy, and I wanted to bring you along and show you what we're going to do with it. This row between our sunflowers is our bok choy, and as you can tell, we have an abundance. Our son was so creative and decided to plant his sunflowers right alongside to shade them, therefore they don't get sunburned, so to speak. Anyway, I'm going to get down here and I'm going to show you how we pick our bok choy. You just grab it and the whole thing comes right up out of the ground. You can do it that way, or if my son likes to cut the root off. I think his way of doing it is probably easier. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get all the way onto the bottom and cut the root. This here is bok choy. We absolutely love it. The way I fix it is I get rice going in the Instant Pot, usually right away as I am getting the bok choy clean. I have the rice going because it doesn't take very long. It's one of those vegetables, kind of like spinach, that wilts very quickly. So the way I fix it is like an Asian stir fry. I first saute the onions and the garlic. Then I get some kind of meat, maybe chicken, pork, beef, and I stir fry that. And then I cut this all up, put it in my little salad spinner, get the water out, cut it up, and it wilts very quickly. So it's an Asian stir fry. And we like to eat it with eggs as well, but I'm kind of at a loss for recipes. So if you have any recipes on how to fix bok choy that you like, maybe you can leave it in the comments and share that with us, because we sure would appreciate it, because as you can tell, we have a lot of bok choy. I'm going to continue cutting here. I don't think I'm going to cut all of it because I'm just going to cut enough for supper tonight. So I'm going to have to leave some, but if you have any ideas on how to store it as well, that would be wonderful, because at this point I don't really know what to do with it, how to keep it long term. I don't know, is it something that can be canned? Can it be frozen? Again, leave that in the comments if you know what we can do with our bok choy. Okay, let's see. This looks like a ton, but it really isn't. By the time it wilts down, it really isn't that much, and there's 5 of us, so I'm going to go ahead and cut some more. If you're wondering about this big bowl, I have to laugh about that. It came all the way with us from California years ago when our children were little. We visited a park in Montrose, and there was no one anywhere to be found, but this bowl was left there. And so my husband said, well, maybe we should take it. There's no one here. So the bowl came with us, and we have had it ever since, and it is the best bowl ever. We use it in the garden for absolutely everything, because it's just a stainless steel bowl. It's huge, but it's light. Oh, it looks like we got some collard greens in here as well. I'm going to skip those. Take a few more, and I think we're good. And then I'm going to take them inside, and I'm going to actually show you how I work this, so that you can kind of come along and see how to fix bok choy stir fry. Okay, very good. I think there's a couple of yellow ones. I'm going to probably give those to the chickens. I think we're good. Here is our bowl. Lovely bowl of bok choy. Looks like there's a bug. Let me take that off right now. All right. We are chopping the onion, and the rice is on the stove top. I was going to do it in the Instant Pot, but I decided I'll do it on the stove top. We're making brown rice. Brown rice can go, it's pretty versatile. I like, our children really like white rice better, but I know brown rice is a little bit healthier. So I'm going to go ahead and put the onion in the pan. On our homestead, we use a cast iron pan. We love cast iron. I have it in every shape and size. Okay, we're going to get that going. I'm going to put the onion in there, put that on, and come back here and get our garlic in the garlic press. This is kind of a little handy dandy trick. You just kind of smash it with a big knife and then the skin comes off really easily. I've done that for years and sometimes it comes off easier than others, but it works. It takes a little bit, but garlic is so nutritional. Along with onions, we eat it all the time. When our children were little, or I should say when our son Clayton was first born, we had him at home. Our midwife said that he was born very quickly, that he had swallowed some of the birth fluid, the amniotic fluid, and she was worried that he was going to get some kind of an infection. So she said, what I want you to do is I want you to put garlic on his feet. Our midwife said that if we put the garlic on his feet, that would help with the infection. So we did, of course, what she said, and lo and behold, he never got an infection. He smelt of garlic. My newborn baby smelt like garlic, but boy, was that amazing. And we have used it ever since for just about everything. Ear infections, we make our own garlic oil. That's another thing that I will show you how to do one day. But for now, as you can tell, I am mixing the garlic and the onions in what we put coconut oil. We love coconut oil on our homestead. So I'm going to let that brown a little bit. And then I am going to start cutting the chicken. I'm going to use chicken today. We have some of our chicken breast here. And I'm just going to cut that up in bite-sized pieces. We love chicken. We have raised chickens for many years. Right now, we do not have any chickens on the homestead other than our layers. We're getting ready to do more meat chickens. It's just one of those things. We just feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that where our meat is coming from. But again, like I was saying, bok choy is so delicious and so nutritious. It's so good for you. If you've never tried it, it's one of those things I would highly recommend. It's a different flavor, I have to say, but I put the chicken in with the onions and the garlic. I'm going to stir that on kind of a low-medium heat and let that go, and then I'm going to start cutting up the bok choy. Bok choy is what we put in last because that wilts up very nicely like spinach. Okay, I'm going to come here, I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to stick it in our salad spinner. And so I just cut it up like this, like you would spinach. And it has these little, long white stems. I cut off a little bit of it, just about that much I would say I cut off. The rest I keep and we eat that. And the stems will soften up and a lot of the nutrients are in the stems. Kind of like with broccoli, it seems like anymore people throw a lot of the broccoli away. We eat the stems on the broccoli as well. I just feel like I don't want to waste anything. Just like with the radishes. When my son brings in our radishes, we eat the radish greens. I stir fry them, kind of the same way. They are so delicious and so nutritious. It's funny with radishes, I used to think, surely they don't have a whole lot of nutrients. And then I did my research and realized how good radishes are for you. Okay, so this is how we do it. Just kind of chop that all up. We're going to get some more. These have been sitting all day in cold water, like I had said earlier, just because it keeps them nice and crisp, and they don't wilt on you that way. A lot of times when you pick vegetables in the garden and you let them sit and then you don't want to work them till later, they wilt. But you put them in a big bowl and let them sit in ice water, cold water, or water that comes out of our well is freezing. So it's just like ice water. And just let it sit and rinse it. And that's really all that you would need to do. And look how crisp it stayed. I'm going to stir the chicken a little bit, just to make sure it doesn't stick. The oils that we use in our homestead are coconut oil, first of all, olive oil, and we use grass-fed butter. We really do not use anything else. It has worked well for us. It's nutritious, and we love it. Okay, I'm just about there. All of this we will give to our chickens. They just love having a fresh salad bar, so we call it. All of the greens and stuff that we don't eat, we will give to them, and they get their own little salad bar. Okay, I'm going to spin this now. First, I'm going to rinse it again real quick under cold water just to make sure I got everything. These salad spinners are absolutely wonderful. They take out all the excess water. Okay. I'm now going to spin it, and then I'm going to add it to the chicken here in a minute. This particular salad shooter is from Pampered Chef. We really like it. Once we spin it, we can just kind of stop it. And then what I do is I will rinse. Look at how much water. Look at the green water. I mean, just all those nutrients. You could use that in soup or in a smoothie, but we're not going to this time. I usually would save that and use it, but not today. I'm going to spin it one more time just to make sure we got all the liquid out. These bags on the counter here, we just harvested earlier. We've got some lettuce in there. We've got some kale. We've got some more bok choy. It's just so exciting. I'm going to have to work this pretty quick here. Okay. Got just a little bit more liquid. Okay, I'm going to finish stirring the chicken here. I think it's just about done, and then I will add the bok choy. And what I'm going to season this with, because it's kind of like an Asian dish, is I'm going to use liquid aminos. If you don't know what liquid aminos are, it's like soy sauce. It just doesn't have the soy in it. Okay, I think the chicken is good. I'm going to now add the bok choy. And like I said, it's going to really wilt down. It's kind of hard to find bok choy. Our farmers market, there's a lot of Asian people that grow and sell at our farmers market, so we're able to get it, but it's not something that you can find all the time. I was at the health food store the other day and they didn't even have any, which surprised me. Okay, so we're going to let it sit. This is kind of like spinach. We'll just let it sit for a little bit and let it wilt down. Our rice is in the pot here. And with brown rice, I think you know, and it takes a long time with brown rice. White rice goes a lot quicker. Brown rice does not go as fast. This is the coconut oil that we get. It's from Natural Grocers. That's the health food store that we have in our area. We absolutely love it because it comes in glass. I try to get all of our oils in glass. I don't want anything in plastic. We try to also use glass dishes as well on our homestead because I try to eliminate as much plastic as we can. Okay, I wanted to tell you some of the benefits of bok choy. Bok choy is filled with vitamin C, vitamin K, B6. It has folic acid. It's considered a cruciferous vegetable, so it's considered a leafy green. It is absolutely filled with nutrients. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and add my liquid aminos. This is what I was telling you about. It's a soy sauce substitute, and this is really all I'm going to use. I don't need any extra salt. On our homestead, we use pink Himalayan salt, but because this is already salty, this is really all that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and come over here, and as you can tell, all of the bok choy has wilted down and is just so yummy looking. I'm so excited. So right now, I am just going to eyeball it and just kind of, you know, put some in here, maybe a couple tablespoons. Usually what we do is I'll put that much in and my kiddos will end up putting some more on their rice. But look at that. Look how delicious that is and how the greens. Look at the bok choy. It is just wilted down, and here you can see the stems. The stems are not, you know, hard or crunchy. They have become very soft. The chicken and the garlic and everything is just so delicious. All I can say is I can't wait to dig in. Our rice here, I'm going to open it up and show you. This is our brown rice, and it is now ready to go. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to plate this up. Guys, here it is. I'm so excited. I can't wait to try it. Here is our bok choy, stir-fried in onions and garlic with chicken and brown rice. Doesn't get much healthier than that. And I topped it off with some of our homegrown radishes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and see us again. I'm Joyce from Morris Patch of Heaven. If you like what you see, subscribe, tell a friend. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for stopping by. Take care and God bless you.